Hello and welcome back to Witchfinder's Gaming Vault. It's been a few weeks since my last review, but this time around I'm reviewing the game I picked out at random at the end of that last review, and that was Dashin Desperadoes for the Sega Genesis. Let's take a look at the fact file for this game. Dashin Desperadoes was released in 1993. It's a US exclusive. It was only released for the Sega Genesis, not the Megadrive in Europe or Japan. It was published and developed by Data East. And the price I paid for this game was absolutely nothing. It was given to me by Andy from Console Passion. I was up there in Blackpool with Andy helping sort out some kit for replay events many years ago, and I found this game and thought it looked quite interesting. My copy is missing the instructions, so he wasn't really interested in selling it for Console Passion, so he generously gave it to me as a thank you for helping him out that day. As for the going rate for this game on eBay, currently you can look to pay £15 plus for a loose cartridge and £30 plus for a box complete copy of the game, so the value of mine probably sits somewhere in between those two. So Dashin Desperadoes, not a game I've played very much in the past and quite an unusual game for the Sega Genesis. I don't imagine too many people have played it in the UK, so let's take a look at it and see what it's like. Let's take a look at the packaging for Dashin Desperadoes in more detail then. As you can see, very Wild West themed. You've got this wooden sort of sign with Dashin Desperadoes written on it and the Sega Genesis logo in the top left corner. You've got the two characters there racing against each other. There's a vulture in the background. There's the heroine that you've got to rescue on the top left there, and lots of rock work, typical Wild West desert scenery, goat skulls and cactuses and things like that. And the Data East logo at the bottom there. If we look at the spine, pretty straightforward. It's just a black spine with the Dashin Desperadoes and the Data East and the Genesis logo on. And then on the back cover, as you can see, it says on your marks, get set, dash. You've got a couple of screenshots there. You can see it's split screen. And the overview of the game, are you ready for a reckless race that's like nothing you've ever experienced? Dashin Desperadoes pits you against a friend or the computer in a split screen speed contest that puts a whole new perspective on getting ahead. Will and Rick, a couple of cool cow dudes, were best buds until Jenny came to town. They've been rivals ever since, competing constantly for attention. Now Jenny's dad has given her a trip around the world for her birthday. Will and Rick are both determined to go along as her bodyguard, and they'll do anything to top each other. From the deserts of the southwest to the icebergs of the Arctic, through shark-infested seas and haunted ruins, you'll need your fastest footwork, wits, and a few handy bombs to keep Jenny safe and sound, and to leave your opponent in the dust. You better get Dashin Desperadoes and may the coolest cow dude win. Very cheesy American kind of thing there. Sounds like it's not just going to be set in the Wild West, then we're going to go to the Arctic and underwater and other places as well, so that could be quite interesting if I can get far enough in the game. Overall, nice, vibrant artwork, quite pleasant. So let's also just have a little look at the cartridge. I don't have the instructions for this game as I mentioned, but the cartridge, not in very good shape. As you can see, it's got a big tear through the middle of it, but it's just got the Dashin Desperadoes logo on it again on a blue background, and it says that on the top as well. So let's plug that cartridge in and get going and play the game.
Presented by Data East.
Here's the title screen for the game then. As you can see, we've got the two Desperadoes there next to each other, looking a bit grumpy with each other, and the Dashin Desperadoes logo, copyright information at the bottom there, and then it goes into a rolling demo of one of the levels, and this gives me an opportunity to sort of describe how the game works, because it is quite a fast and chaotic game, so I'm not sure how much I'll get to talk about it when I'm playing it myself. So as you can see, it's split screen, one or two players. If you're playing one player, it's against the computer, and they're at the bottom of the screen, and you're racing to get to the end of the level to reach the girl. And along the way you can see there's sort of environmental obstacles like trees and platforms and things to jump on. There's also animals that you can bump into that slow you down, and also your opponent can throw bombs at you which slow you down, and also you can kind of trip over various things and stuff like that. You've got a couple of moves at your disposal. You've got a dash, which the guy on the top just did. That sort of gets you along a little bit faster, and you've also got the ability to throw bombs, as I've also mentioned, and obviously jump. So the idea is once you get to the end of the level, you will win and your opponent will lose, and then you move on to the next level, which has just happened, and if you fail and you lose, then it's game over basically, but you do have a number of credits. So there we go, that was the demo. Let's have a look at the options now. As you can see, it's one or two player game. Obviously I'm going to be playing one player against the computer, and just looking at the options menu, you can choose the different controls. I'm just going to leave it at default. Computer level can be beginner, normal or expert, so I'm going to leave it on normal for the moment. And then for the sound, you just got the background music and sound effects which was a thing that was obviously on a lot of Mega Drive games. You could actually play some of the music if you wanted to and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it for the options, so let's get on and actually play the game now. As I've said, I'll be playing a one-player game against the computer. So here's World 1, let's get started. Stage 1, and the girl says come on, and the two boys go okay then. And here we go, so I'm on the top half of the screen, racing along, trying to beat the other guy basically. So there's multiple routes you can take through the stage. There's some power-ups. I've just picked up some go fast cowboy boots. Lots of enemies and things to avoid, dogs and things like that. You can jump on them as I just did there. Guys opening doors, which is annoying, but it happens a lot. Bit strange that the thing starts in a city. I was expecting it to be more of a Wild West scenario, at least to start with, and maybe you'd move to the city later. Ooh. Oh, it keeps blowing me up. Just remember the dash. The dash, I think you can avoid bombs and things with the dash, and also you can move faster, which is useful. I got him there. Oh, he's just beat me to the end. Oh, that's so annoying. He's blowing a bomb at me, throwing a bomb at me I should say, and yeah, that's game over. So let's go again. Should have used the dash at the end there. I'm just going to game over rather than using the continue because obviously I'm right at the start. Let's give it another try. Annoyingly, you can't skip these intro screens. Come on, she says. Bit provocative, I would say. But there you go. Okay, so dashing actually knocks him over as well, so that could come in useful. I do like going the top way for some reason. I've got no reason to explain why that is, but I do. Dogs coming up, I know that. It's all about learning the stages here, trying to anticipate when the obstacles are coming along. Why has he just materialised there? That seemed a bit unfair. Yeah, it's quite a challenging game, this, to say the least. I know there's some water coming here, yeah. There we go. See if I can get it right this time. Oh no, he's going to beat me again now. That's so annoying because at the end, he doesn't go to the girl, he turns around and throws bombs at you to try and blow you up. Let's try again. Give it one more try on this difficulty level and then I'm going to just drop it down to easy because it is really difficult against the computer. You can't really make any mistakes, and even it seems like there's a bit of rubber banding as well, because even when you've got quite far ahead of him he seems to materialise quite close to you. Annoying because I was getting quite far ahead then. Seems to be going alright this time, but he is catching up. I ought to use this dash a bit more. Oh no, I've tripped over that bird now, or he's got him as well. That's an annoying bit where you have to slow down and then you mess it up after that point. Should make it this time. There we go, finally. Third time lucky. So as you can see, levels don't last very long, and if you lose, then yeah, you're in big trouble. But I've got to the next stage. You do get a time bonus at the end, and if that time bonus, if you've got there in a multiple of 10 seconds, you get a credit, an extra credit, so that would come in useful later in the game, I suspect, given how difficult it is. So we're still in a city sort of situation here. Now it's more like girders and things rather than residential area, I suppose you'd describe it as, in the previous level. So yeah, again, I'm doing alright at the moment. Oh, I've tripped over that bird. Oh. There's you can collect food, and you do seem to have like an energy level, but I'm not sure what that's for, and possibly the dash. I'm almost certainly not going to make it first now on this level, I suspect. Trampolines crop up on this level as well. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, he's got me right at the end again. It's so annoying. This happens a lot in this game.
you just get caught right at the end. It's frustrating as hell. Oh, I clicked end. I meant to continue then, but never mind. I'm going to switch to the easy level instead because it's just more fun. To be honest, it's a little bit too hard against a computer on the normal level. I don't know what it would be like on the expert level, but I'm imagining incredibly difficult. So let's try again with the easy level and see how we get on. Hopefully a little bit better than on the medium level.
Come on, okay. Ready? Go!
So the main difference between easy and medium is that basically the layout of the levels is exactly the same, but there's some of the obstacles are different. They're placed in different places, or they're just easier to avoid, and also I think your opponent tends to get hit by things more often, although not by much, it has to be said. It's still difficult, even on the easy level, but hopefully I can make a bit of progress. Oh, see, dashing into the dog is not a good move. Yeah, using that dash is quite important. You do run out, that's where you run out of energy. I was talking about the food earlier. That's where you run out of energy, is the dashing runs your energy down, and then you can pick up chicken legs to top it over. There you go, I completed the first level. And as you can see, I got time bonus of 2900, which gave me 2 extra credits. I think you just get more time on the beginner level as well. I mean, there's no place where in this game where you're going to stop. You just keep dashing and hoping for the best, really, because if you stop, then the other guy's just going to make it ahead of you. So there's a trampoline which cropped up in the medium difficulty level as well. So you're going alright at the moment. So your energy does seem to restore itself. If you don't keep dashing, you will actually restore energy as well. Yeah, it's pretty close, this. Will I make it? We're about to find out. I think I'm going to make it. I did make it. So as you can see, it's a little bit easier, and I also got 30 seconds of time left, which is going to give me another 3 credits. So that's quite a nice touch. Is if you can complete the level nice and quickly, you get more credits when you need them. So after 2 race levels, you then end up that for some reason your opponent's actually captured the woman now, and he's got her in a car on this world at least, and you've got to pursue them and try and blow the car up. Oop, pressed the wrong button. That's not a good start. And what you find is that he'll throw bombs back at you sooner or later, I think. Seems to be being quite... There we go, I knew that was going to happen sooner or later. So you've got to try and avoid the bombs being thrown, and also throw bombs at the car. Usually avoiding is difficult. And if you try and use the dash and you're too close, then as you can see, you end up running into the car and hurting yourself. So the dash don't really help too much on this level, to be perfectly honest. If you get a little bit too far behind because he's dropped a bomb at you, you can use the dash to catch up. Can't be too far off. There's no indication how close you are to destroying the car. The doors just come off the back, so that suggests we're probably pretty close now. There we go, I've got it now at last. And there you go, so you rescue the girl, and that's World 1 completed. No extra credits for that though, so then we go on to World 2. And this is where it starts to get really hard from my previous playthroughs of this game. So now we are actually in the Wild West, so oddly we've gone from the city to the Wild West rather than the other way around. What you do get is that you retain your... oh dear, jumped on that boulder. You retain your weapon from the previous level. So you've got new hazards on this level, like things like quicksand and things like that. Various different new enemies as well, which you're not seeing much of as yet. Well, I've timed that nice. I didn't even know they were coming, but there's some vultures there which I've got past. No idea how close to the end I am. Pretty close. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, as if you get hit by a moving platform and it stops you going. I'm not going to make it. Yeah, he's made it 2 up front. One mistake I made on that and I'm punished mercilessly, and this, remember, is the beginner's level, so it is really hard. Let's give it another go.
Okay.
Giving us the come on again.
Ready? Go.
Oh, just works out alright. So I haven't really talked anything about graphics and sound yet, so let's do that while I'm playing through this. I probably won't succeed again, but we'll see. So graphics really nice, colourful, nice cartoony style to them as well. The main characters are very similar to another Data East game which never got home port other than on the Neo Geo, which it's a Neo Geo game anyway. It's Spin Master. There's no other similarities between the two games other than that's also a platform style game, but no real great similarities in the gameplay, but clearly they were designed by the same team, I suspect, these two games. That's a really good game if you've not played it. I'd definitely recommend giving that a go. Oh, he's beat me again. Oh, it's so annoying. So yeah, the backgrounds are nicely done. Sound wise, it's nothing special. It's got some nice tunes in the background. The sound effects sound very much like Sonic the Hedgehog in places, the jumping sounds and things like that, possibly inspired by Sonic. Clearly you've got to time these. That was good, that was useful. You've got to time these bombs and things to knock him back. Got a new weapon. Don't know why it's not actually giving me the weapon. It's just giving me the same one for some reason. Oh, what? I can't jump now for some reason. Oh, I can now, and I've jumped into that vulture. It's annoying. It's probably going to cost me the win again. Oh, I keep hitting that platform every time, and that's giving him enough of a lead to win this one, I suspect. Actually, no, I'm ahead of him. How did that happen? He must have got hit by something. Yeah, you can't keep track of where your opponent is at all. You've got to keep your eye on what you're doing the whole time. So, got another credit there as well. I was completely shocked then that I've actually succeeded to go into the next level there. Let's see how we get on here. More of the same. I think what's really sort of spoils this game a little bit is the difficulty level against the computer. You've got virtually no chance. I've jumped on a scorpion there. You've got virtually no chance unless you have a completely perfect run, which means you've got to learn the level layouts absolutely perfectly to get through it. But I think as a two-player game it's probably really good fun. It's very fast-paced, not a lot to really think about in the game. It's just a dash to the finish basically. But yeah, I think as a two-player game it could be quite a bit of fun. There's loads of trampolines here, as I recall. All you've got to do is kind of... Oh no, and then the last one you have to jump off it. There we go. I am actually ahead at the moment. And here's where some enemies start to appear on the ground. There's a hedgehog here, for example, which I managed to jump on every time I've played this game while I was practicing before I recorded the video. I've hit the next hedgehog as well, and that means, sure enough, he's going to get me. He's clearly mocking me. If I could just... Oh, I've done it! Well, that serves him right for standing there mocking me and baiting me, and I've ended up getting the girl. And that means we get on to the next stage, which again is another boss level, if you like. So he's run off with her. It seems to be a frustrating challenge, this. You never quite actually get the girl. So in this one, and this is as far as I've got in the game on previous playthroughs, you're up against a airship of sorts, and you've got to hit it on the top, and that means you've really got to jump up here onto these platforms, and what you can actually do is go ahead of it. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I mean, it will catch up eventually. Yeah, I don't know if that helped or not really. I'm not sure it did any damage. I mean, it's hitting him, but I've got no idea if it's doing any damage or not. That is a bit of a problem. We could do with a health bar for the enemy vehicle on these levels to know whether you're actually doing any damage or not. Again, no idea. Oh, it's got a little hole in it now, so maybe I'm doing some damage. I don't think I'm going to make it though. We're already halfway. Oh, this could be useful. I'm on a higher platform now. Well, not for very long. Just can't keep up with the damn thing. And he just keeps shooting these, what he's now got, ice tornadoes or something. Yeah, hard game, very hard game. I mean, I'm definitely doing a bit of damage, but not a lot. That helped. Oh, that's annoying. I can't get my words out. I told you I wasn't going to be able to say much while I was playing this game. It needs a lot of concentration, and that's it. He's got to the end of the level now and escaped with the girl. And for some reason the time's -35. No idea. Let's give it another go. If I can't get past this, though, I'll probably call it at that point. I've very little else to say about the game, so I'm just going to play through and probably curse the fact that I can't beat this thing. I mean, it's ridiculously difficult to get past the ice bombs. I think standing in front of it and throwing them at it is probably the best approach. They all missed. That's annoying. Okay, so I blasted the hole in it already. That's good news. Now I've got to get past him again. Oh, it's not going well now. I just can't see me making it in time. Moving faster now as well, I'm sure. Oh, I think I've done more damage now. Oh, there's just so many things you've got to try and keep on top of. And he's got me again. I mean, how many shots have I got to take to get this thing? Yeah, he's going faster now. How is that fair? Very close to the end again, and I've lost him. Yeah, he's escaped again. I mean, I've just got no idea how close I am to beating him. It's a bit frustrating. I'll give it another go off camera. If I get to the end and we can get a bit further, then I'll show you, and if not, then I'll just come back for the roundup of this video. And there we go. I've managed to do it. So we'll see where we go from here. So yeah, it was just a case of trying to get in front of it, blast it as much as you could. What's going on now? Oh, I've got to walk off the screen? I'm not really sure. Oh, there we go. I've got to meet the girl. Okay. So yeah, it's a case of just trying to get in front of it and blast it, and then run in front again and blast it. So yeah, I've got a time bonus of -4,300 there. Not really sure what that was all about. So let's see what World 3 is about. And I imagine this is going to be really hard now. So let's see. Where are we now? Just the countryside, it would appear. Oh, okay, underwater, well, sort of underwater, or in a lake. Not the best place to be dashing, really, is it? Okay, oh, I've got surfing, that's useful. Well, maybe this requires a little bit more thinking rather than just dashing madly and hoping for the best. Yeah, there's a little bit more sort of thought gone into this one, where you've got to... Oh, the shark's got me. Where you've actually got to think a little bit about when to jump, when to just stop and do something different. I've no idea where I am on the level. I am at the front just slightly. I seem to have got to quite far ahead now. It's very random. Oh, what's going on now? Oh god, okay. That's the end of that then. And of course he's going to get to the girl first. Right at the end, just when you think you're going to win. There we go. Go on then, let's give it one more go. And then I am done. It's definitely not terrible. It's nicely designed, it's a nice idea, it's quite unique for the Mega Drive. There's not many other consoles I can think of that have got games like this, although it does kind of remind me, I mean in essence it's Kickstart, isn't it? It's two competitors racing against each other, split screen, working out how to take the obstacles in the best way. Very much could be Kickstart crossed with like a track and field style game, bit of Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's a quite unique idea. Pretty fun game. I think definitely as a two-player game it would be a hell of a lot more fun than playing against a computer that nearly always beats you. Oh yeah, I jumped on the shark. I literally jumped the shark. Oh, there's so many places where you can make mistakes, it's crazy. That helped. Oh dear, I could have done with jumping there, but never mind. Still ahead, just. No doubt it'll all go wrong. Oh, you need to jump up there somehow, clearly. He's going to make it to her again. Oh, that's so annoying. It really is an incredibly annoying game. And on that note, I'm going to call it a day. So yeah, final thoughts about this. Yeah, fun game. Definitely one that you want to play with two players though. I might get this out at a party or something at some point, because playing against a computer is incredibly infuriating. But I like the design of it. The sound's alright, it's pretty average actually, the sound, but the graphics are nice, the concept's nice. Overall it's a good game and I'm definitely going to keep it, but yeah, playing it at one player is quite infuriating. So yeah, there we go, that's another game review completed. If you've got any thoughts about Dashin Desperadoes, then let me know in the video comments.
Well, that was a pretty fun game. Let's now pull another one out of the tin to review next time around. Not many left in here now, and it's about a 50-50 split between Commodore 64 games and other systems, so let's see what comes out. This time around I have drawn out Commodore 64 game. It's Super Trucks, so next time around I'll be playing Super Trucks on the Commodore 64. Hope you enjoyed this video, thanks very much for watching, see you next time.